Hello, 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 hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Al Stock Trades. How's everybody doing today? All right, so we have a couple things we need to discuss. Very exciting news. So lots of things. Sorry for the delay. Just dealing with a couple things. Oh boy, I got something really cool for you guys. Okay, so just gonna go ahead and go through the comments. Rally's going hard in the wrong direction. My apologies. What's going on, B Rad Coolies number one? Markets open all day, right? 2 hours and 20 minutes. Damn, you're counting. Damn early video. Yes, love the comments. Love the comments. The comments. Let's see what else. What else? Just to see if I'm missing anything. Any good? Okay, good to see you all. Al is going to show us big brain trading in real time. Let's do it. All right, so okay, yeah, it's been I've been working a lot the past couple of days, guys, and it's just so nice to just talk to you guys and just chill. You know what I mean? I really enjoy talking with you guys. It's really nice, and it's good, right? I mean, I wish I can see all of you guys. It would be better if that would be the case, but maybe in the future. So we are going to get our moment where we are going to be seeing each other in the future. I think it's going to be pretty fun because all of us are going to be loaded to the we're going to be loaded. Okay. So, where do I start? A couple things. Let me just kind of clean up the tabs here to make sure we're looking pretty good. Okay. So a couple things were released the past 2 days that unfortunately nobody's talking about. And I'm just going to get straight to the point and just go ahead and say it. Let's see here. Oh yeah, summer incoming, gorgeous day in Nashville, Tennessee. I love it. Where all the women are just holding the 10 IC, right? Or whatever the saying is, right? I butchered it. Right? Time for a break. The projects can wait. Al's talking. I appreciate you, 3D machines. Days like today, I'm thankful you're here, Al. I'm so over the grind. Man, you tell me, man. It's hard. And what's so cool though? Instead of me discovering this gold mine of all this, I have to, I have all of you guys to share it with, and it's just so cool to just kind of talk to you guys and then other people that have experienced maybe a bad boss, maybe just a bad system. And you're just like, dude, I put in all this work, and you're just like, man, this is tough. Right. Like anything, it's always good to have a support community. It just so happens that our support community is powered by over 2.5 billion outputs of institutionally graded data. Right. So we're gonna have a good time. So what I would like to do, I'm grinding those options. Hell yeah. Right. Honestly, I haven't really been aggressive lately on the options. I mean, if I want to, I may be late. I probably let go of maybe 9-10 grand, maybe, let's say, of potential. But if I'm correct, we're gonna be good, right? Let's see. Al, I'm gonna have enough money for my dog to have his own personal chef. That should be a t-shirt. Please send that to me, right? That should be a t-shirt. I have enough money now where my dog has his own personal chef. Man, I gotta send this to my girl. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot. No, because we love dogs, you know what I'm saying? So hold on. Let me just hold on. Hold on. Let me one moment. Let me send this to my girl. I'm gonna say currently in live, just screenshotted this. LOL. Wanted to show you. Oh man. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So back to business. Okay. So it's always good to have fun with you guys. All right, back to business. So The past 2 days, something's been released that's very important that you need to hear about. Okay, so if you'll go ahead and take a look at these numbers, the consumer confidence index has basically fell. The last time it was this low was in the bear market of 2022, and also the kind of points of where you had the COVID pandemic. In fact, here's from the Bloomberg terminal, the conference board regarding consumer confidence has pretty much gotten the lows that we haven't seen near pretty much the pandemic of 2020. So this is pretty big, right? This right here shows you how bearish people are, and ultimately what ends up happening is dumb money has been selling, and then most recently, as stocks have been rising, as stocks have dipped, smart money in blue has been buying, and then now as stocks starting to rise, dumb money is like, we're back in the game. They're just like buying right now, as you know what I mean. So it's just dumb money being dumb money, right? And what? So there's that. So now let's give you the data. So if you go ahead and look at the last time that the consumer confidence index fell this much, it has been signaling a bottom, and the returns are going to be just crazy. For the people that sold, their souls are going to come out of their body, and they're just going. They're going to feel nauseous, right? For the people that bought, they're going to be sitting down, like the Italian, like the Italians back in the day in New York, playing Italian music. You know what I mean? Like The Godfather, right? They're gonna have a good time. It's a game, guys. It's a game, and I'm going to show you the game right now. But first, let me show you something cool. Okay, so we went ahead and released something to the public, to our community. I'm just going to read this so you can see how powerful this is. So it says here, "Dear everyone, I released this yesterday to my group. I'm thrilled to announce a major upgrade to our financial data and analytics metrics chart. We've enhanced the chart layout, making bar and line graphs clear, intuitive, and easy to interpret. Ideal for both seasoned market professionals and newcomers, even 5-year-olds, literally, right? Even more exciting, we've integrated a powerful new feature. We actually now have a large language model AI that I personally built myself that automatically analyzes the financial data, and the AI instantly detects when crucial metrics such as operating cash flow, free cash flow, or net income shift from negative to positive, providing immediate clarity on companies' financial turnarounds." So, for example, below you can check out Tesla. This is an example of groundbreaking combination of engineering and software in action, financial engineering. This capability does not exist in Bloomberg terminals. It does not, or anywhere else in the world. We're proud to be the first to introduce it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the future of stock trading. The upgrade is now live. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you the upgrade in real time, especially for our lifetime members who don't have it. Just one moment for a sec. I'm going to turn on the AC or lower the AC. It's a little hot. So one moment, please. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, my significant other, you know what she put it on? If you're watching this, Michelle, I hate you. Just like you put it at 75 degrees, 76 degrees in Arizona. God damn, dude, fun. Hot. All right, so okay, we're back. We're back. Okay, it's hot. Okay, so I had to take off this jacket. I'm about to take off everything. All right, so now that we went ahead and did this, the AC's kicking in now, right? All right, so now let's go ahead and let me show you. First off, for folks that are wondering, oh my God, why are we dying? What's going on? Well, the whole market's red right now. Okay, the whole market's red. Okay, this is data provided by Alstock. The only thing up right now is materials. Okay, right? So all of this is red. So if you're freaking out why the market's red, don't worry, the whole thing is red. Okay, again, so there's that. Okay, so let me show you something. So here's Tesla. You put in Tesla now, and you can see this new financial data analytics metrics chart. But what you can see here is you can see this thing called AI summary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this AI summary, and this is specifically for in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take the screenshot of this whole thing so you can see. And I'm just going to go ahead and paste it here, okay? And then I'm going to just go, I'll just open up a new tab, and I'll go here, and then we'll go here, okay? In fact, we'll just do this, okay? So, okay. So we have a new upgrade, and it takes in this data for Tesla, and it gives you an AI summary analysis using the large language model that I created, and it shows you operating cash flow, free cash flow, and net income. So it tells you operating cash flow in Tesla in 2018 turned positive. And then free cash flow in 2019 turned positive. And then net income in 2020 turned positive. So if we were to go to the Tesla stock, you go to Max, you could see that in 2018 was the first signal that this has been a business turnaround. So the stock was 2018, it was as low as $17. Okay. And then you could use the intrinsic value to calculate how much money it would be, and you would see it was a 10 bagger. Then, just like what we're doing for Clover or Palantir, right? And like it said, for 2019, it became 2019, it became free cash flow positive. You see, it does this automatically for you now. It's like dummy proof, right? So then, stock went up by a couple bucks, and then once it became free cash flow positive, it rose to $60. Okay, so it pretty much 3x'd. So when it became free cash flow positive, it 3x'd. So if you look at Clover right now, if you look at Clover on the year, it 3x'd. Okay, same thing, right? You see how there's a pattern. So 3x. So then you go to the images again. Then in 2020, it turned net income positive. So what happened in 2020? From after it 3x'd in 2020, then it went ahead and it basically 3x'd again. So if you go all the way from the bottom here all the way to the top, it pretty much 18x'd. So if you were to just kind of look at the same dealio here, based off of this, once we're looking at potentially Clover at $10.80 based off of this analog. The problem is Clover went really, really, really below its intrinsic value, even way more than how Tesla went below its intrinsic value. So that's crazy. Okay. So now we did this example. Now let's go ahead and do another example. Let's go ahead and do Palantir. You go ahead and do Palantir, and then you have the AI analysis, and it's really cool because watch. You go ahead and do this, and then you see how there's a green highlight around here. Whenever something flips from negative to positive, like free cash flow, it gives you a green highlight, right? Watch. Look at net income. We update the chart for net income. The green highlight is here. It shows you kind of when it became just kind of, obviously it's clear that's zero and there's an inversion to the upside, but it's just nice to have it. It's kind of built in. But what ends up happening is, now let's go ahead and do the same thing and analyze for Palantir. Okay. You go ahead and analyze this real quick. Okay. And then you look at the AI summary again. This is for Palantir Technology. So operating cash flow turned positive in 2021. Free cash flow turned positive in 2021. And then it became net income positive in 2023. So let's see what that is with the stock price. Okay. Oh, wait, where'd it go? So in 2021, it became operation. So in 2021, it became both operating and free cash flow positive, which makes sense. It's a derivation. Tesla was a year before, but this is the same year. So 2021, what was the price? It was like literally 12. Then all of a sudden it started to fall. Interesting. because we were like in a bear market. But then it turned net income positive in 2023. So watch what happens. As soon as it turned net income positive, and it'll be at the end of 2023. So the end of 2023 is about right here, December 2023. So it went from literally, like $6 all the way to, so it went up 152% as soon as people realized that they were positive. And then it just literally started dragging out, going up, over, 15 to 16x your money. So you can see the pattern there, right? Let's go ahead and let's look at AMD. Is AMD one of them? Yeah. AMD is right here. You could, let's take a screenshot of AMD. So AMD, it turned operate again. Remember, this is AMD. Okay. So AMD turned operating cash flow in 2016, then free cash flow in 2016, then it turned negative in 2017, then it turned positive in 2019. So the net income turned positive in 2018. So really, honestly, 2019 and 2018 were the marking points, but 2016 was the signal that you should get into AMD. So you go ahead and here go AMD. So 2016, it was AMD was $2. Okay. Again, listen, guys. What I'm trying to show you now, I've been talking about, nothing's changed. I've been talking about this for like 4 years. It's just now, it's in your face. I've developed a software where it'll just slap you in your face, right? It's like, here it is. There it is. There's the data. It's in your face. I'll do it again. Oh, right. It's in your face, right? So there's no excuse for you to break out of the matrix. Like if you're like if you're still poor after this, I mean, you know what I mean, right? This is like easy. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do this again, right? So 2016, there was a signal from AMD that, hey, you see that small signal? There was a signal. Something's happening to this company that we need to, figure it out. The free cash flow, right? Something's happening. Okay. So 2016's here, and we were like, first it was 178. Then 2016 was about like $2, right? So then 2016, and then we went positive. So then now the word started getting out. So let's go into 2016. The word started getting out. So we went from $1.96 all the way to we went up 5x. So it was a 5-bagger, right? And then 2017 turned negative for free cash flow. So all of a sudden, we went up to like 14, but then we dropped down by like 30% to $12. And then 2018 we turned net income positive. So 2018 we turned net income positive. So from here, from that drop, we then went up another 200% to $30. So from the process of going from negative operating cash flow, negative free cash flow, to negative net income, all the way to being positive, we went up 15x, so 15-bagger. And then it continued becoming a free cash flow generating machine all the way up to the to the peak almost here, 10,000%, which is 100x. So then it became a 100-bagger, right? So you can see this based off of our AI summary. Okay, so you can see how powerful this is, right? Again, this is all part lifetime access to our platform, which is why you guys have less than 16 hours to be part of this life-changing, for the use the flash $500 off, because tomorrow we're going to be increasing prices The mastering will be $3,997, and the bundle will be $4,047. So prices will be increasing. And then it's crazy. We got about 50 people signing up yesterday. Only a couple integrated. Not too sure. They need some some guidance. You go here and you click on this. I can't click on it because there's some details there. You click on it and you'll read. You have to read the instructions. You have to read, right? And then you then sign up to the Discord. You get a Discord username. You put your username here. Our bots will automatically it'll take about 2 days, a day and a half. So like 24 to 30 hours to integrate. Usually it's like within 12 hours, and then you'll get integrated to the stock terminal, which gives you access to those data, but also to the community. And then also you have the advanced Al Stock Trades terminal. So you have access to all of this information. So all you could just kind of click on this. I'm hitting command left space. So you can see these tabs opening up. So you get access to all of this data here. So you get access to all of the, you could type in, let's say, Apple, right? So you get access to the price target software. It's all integrated in here, right? It's literally all in here. So you get access to all this information, right? I'm curious, what's the sentiment news for Clover? All right. So we're doing there. So yeah, so make sure, because it's all here, right? Just for people, because I've gotten some questions saying, I wasn't able to see the price target stuff. It's literally right here. Okay. All right. So there's that. Okay. So yeah, take advantage. Okay. So check Discord. Let me see. Oh boy. Oh shoot, I'm so rich. My dog is oh, this is perfect. This will be perfect merch right here. I'm so rich. My dog has his own personal chef. Woo, I love it. I mean, I think that's great. This is the greatest try I've ever seen. This is one of our members. Shout out to Drew. My voice is dying here. He saw it. Smart money has turned bullish and watched 6 quarters out. Just like Palantir, you're going to see the stock price go up. Right? So now you may be asking, okay, well, Al, you showed me Tesla. You showed me AMD. You showed me Palantir. Show me Clover. Well, before I even show you Clover, let me show you Enphase. This is Enphase. Okay? I showed you 3 examples that you could have more than 10x your money. Here's another one. This is for Enphase. Enphase Technologies, okay? Enphase Energy, right? Operating cash flow turn 2018, free cash flow 2018, and the net income 2019. Okay? So pretty much 2018 and 2019, right? So in 2017, the stock was 96 cents. In 2018, they became positive on the free cash flow and net income side. It went ahead and 300 to 400% increase, which is 4x, 3 to 4x. Same thing with Clover. And then in 2019, they became free cash net income. And then you can see the rest is history. 5,000%, which is 50x. No, hello. Yeah, 50x. So a 50 bagger. Then it went all the way up to here, which is 34,000%, which I don't know how many baggers is that. Can someone help me? How many baggers is that? Okay. Let's be smart. 1,000% is a 10 bagger. 10,000 is a 100 bagger. This is a 349. This is a 340 bagger. Holy gadzoots, right? And if you were to see when it dropped, you could see, oh, okay, now it's just a 6,000%. What is that? A 60 bagger? Oh my God, 60 baggers. Oh, that's nothing, right? All right. So the question you have to ask yourself is, why did it drop? Well, We can graph it. Look at the free cash flow. The free cash flow went all the way up, and then 2022 was great, and then all of a sudden the free cash flow started going down. So 2022 to 2023 was not good. We could go ahead and put the net income. You could see the net income was doing well, and all of a sudden it stopped increasing, and then all of a sudden free cash flow went down, which was a signal. And then now net income started just going down and down, right? So you could see how you can look at the business, and the business will give you an ability to calculate the price target using our intrinsic value calculation, which then gives you an understanding of where the business is going. So honestly, if you don't recall, I said sell at $270, $260. I said, get out. And someone said, Al, let's go to $350. You missed out on $100. Well, it's fine. I just follow my rules, right? I mean, you could have done covered calls, cash secured puts, but you just do, those, and then, right? So you could say 2023 was a signal, to get out. So you could say here's 2022, and then 2023 people started selling. They're like, we need to get out. This was kind of my signal. I said, that's it, guys, get out, and then it went up, and then. Right? So maybe they can fix themselves. So this is why it's always important to figure it out. Now, hold on. If you look at NVIDIA, obviously NVIDIA was always free cash flow positive net income in the past 10 years. If you look at it for the past 20 years, I'm sure you'll be able to find something. But are you curious why NVIDIA went to the moon? Well, just look at, again, the bright orange is net income, and the purple is free cash flow. I mean, look at it. The free cash flow really hasn't been doing much. And all of a sudden in 2024, it just skyrocketed, right? So you got to look between 2023 to 2024. So you go to NVIDIA and look at 2023, which is, $15, $16, which I was saying, buy. And then now you look at here, right? And it went ahead and it basically it 10x'd, right? I don't get out of bed for anything less than a 10-bagger, right? Exactly. But if it's a 5-bagger, I don't even look at it. Savage, right? Right. So now that you have this, now let's look at Clover, right? Again, hold on. Before I even do that, I know I'm edging you guys. I'm sorry. There's going to be a lot of people that are like, oh my God, this is just a technical indicator. No, this is not a the technical indicators don't work. No, don't be ignorant. Don't be uneducated, right? I'm trying to be nice, right? This is not a technical indicator. All right. Look at me in my eyes. This is not a technical indicator. This is how much the business is making. This is telling you how much it is telling you, it's telling you the health of the company, right? Right. So, right. William, I can't repeat that. Yeah, I got people watching me now. That's funny as hell, right? But no, but listen, check this out. This is the fundamentals. When someone says, I'm doing fundamental analysis, I look at PE ratio, get out of here, right? Real businessmen look at free cash flow. They look at net income, which is a derivative, right? But the free cash flow is king. That is where it's at, okay? So this is huge, okay? So please, this is not a technical indicator. I talked to someone today in the hot tub yesterday, and I was like, they're talking about money, so I got involved and we were talking, and so I was like, let me give you an example. If a revenue goes down and debts go up, would you still invest in the company? Like, oh yeah. I mean, be greedy when others are fearful. I'm like, you know what that tells me? That tells me that this person who's older than me, who's like 55, 60 years old, doesn't understand that the business is not the stock price, and the stock price is not the business. Right? That's why people watch. Now let's go ahead. Let's look at AMC. Here's AMC. Look at AMC's net income. It went literally negative. Look at their free cash flow, negative. Now, hold on. Is it becoming less negative? Yes. Still a lot. Could it flip? Maybe. Maybe. They almost did it for free cash flow and net income. They turned positive here. They almost did it, but then COVID screwed it up. So then you got streaming, and you guys know, right? Zoom and all of the other stuff, right? So Teledot, just things became virtual. The point is it's all in the fundamentals. Okay. So now finally, oh my God, let's go ahead and put CLOV. So you put CLOV, and CLOV has been very negative, and now look at it. Look at it. It finally turned positive. So now let's go ahead. Let's take a screenshot of Clover. And let's do what we did. Okay. This is Clover. Okay. Again, this is Clover. Clover turned operating cash flow and free cash flow positive in 2024. So then now let's go ahead and take a look at the stock price between 2023 and 2024. So now here's Clover 2023. It was 74 cents. It was actually at one point, right? 74 cents. It started becoming free cash flow positive. And even in its first quarter of free cash flow positive, right here, right? Where'd it go? 74 pennies. Even as it's becoming free cash flow positive, the market didn't believe it. And then all of a sudden, it got its second quarter of free cash flow positivity. And then in June. So in May, it went back to 60 pennies. And then it basically shot up. But now let's go here. Let's just take, where is it? Right here, 74 pennies. It shot up all the way from negative free cash flow to positive free cash flow to the high of 551%. Now just 400%. Just 400. Four bagger. So now, what do you think is going to happen when it becomes net income positive? The question now, let's go. Has it become net income positive before? The answer is yes. This gives you the by quarter when it became negative and positive, negative, positive. Let's go ahead and remove this. Let's just add net income. You could see you see how it highlights it? It had one positive net income in Q2 of 2024. The point though is look at here. It is going to the upside, right? Let's go ahead and remove this. Let's look at gross margins. Look at gross margins. Gross margins are going up. They contracted and now they're going up. Right? Let's look at something called book value. Look at book value. Book value went all the way down and then now it's slowly starting to come back up. The big thing here is net income and free cash flow. It's becoming less negative, and even now free cash flow is becoming positive. And it's even higher because that discounted, okay? Right? So the point is I am trying to teach you a pattern, okay? The problem is, yes, you can know when a company goes from negative to positive free cash flow. With us now, you can type any company and it'll literally tell you in our large language model AI summary, right? Which is very powerful. But then, okay, so it became free cash flow positive. Now it's like, well, okay, what's the fair value? And to do that, you have to do the intrinsic value calculation, our software. And that's going to help you determine kind of, is it undervalued or overvalued? And you see how everything's fitting together now? And this is the power of the platform. So imagine in the future when a recession happens. It's going to be taking candy from a baby. Oh, God. We even have access to institutions. What is smart money doing? So you'll be able to know, because when recessions happen, stocks go down every 3 months. You'll see what smart money is doing. Like they're buying more of this stock and it's depressed. Okay, well, I'm going to do the same, right? Because I've calculated the value. And you see how it's like an onion layered approach? Okay, so now that we did this, let's do a couple of things. Again, we have about 16. How many hours? I think it's 16. Did it say 16? I don't even know. Yeah. It's less than, we've been on here for what, 36 minutes? It's less than 16 hours left. Take advantage of the sale. $500 off, lifetime access. After this, the sale will be over and we'll be increasing prices. So take advantage. What else do I want to do? Oh, you could go ahead and listen to this. Let's listen to it and I'll give you my opinion. First, listen to it. And then Al yawns, the whole world yawns, right? Physics right there in action. I'm gonna yawn again, man. Who's thinking about it? Oh my god, we yawn again. What is this? Okay, so okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have you listen to this, and then I want you to come with your own opinion. What do you think about these people? Okay, Listen.
Are you a believer guy?
Hi, Mel.
Hello.
No, I'm
Happy
a believer
Monday.
in a lot of things. I was just contemplating
In this
a lot of
rally.
things. No, I'm not. And, we had a conversation last week. We thought it got down to levels where theoretically technical support, you should see a bounce within this sort of counter trend rally. We're seeing it now. If you want to do the math and play that game, I think 58.25 makes a lot of sense. That's a 50% retracement of the all-time high we saw in February and this recent low of 55.05. So the rally makes sense. I think, again, probably oversold conditions, but I think it's going to be somewhat short-lived. I could see a day tomorrow where we open on the highs and close on the lows.
Yeah, and the other thing is it doesn't really clear up the uncertainty that was causing the downward volatility over the last month or so. I mean, this is the kind of on again, off again. I mean, we've seen this before. We were Trump 1.0. We saw, we're going to do this. By the way, this is not something he ran on. I mean, this was not a reason that he got elected. This wasn't one of the main reasons. And so I just find it really interesting that this is one of the things that's kind of causing, not just on Wall Street, but on Main Street, right? And so when we get to earnings season, really in a few weeks, which is pretty interesting, I think we're going to see that Q1 activity was probably slower than we would have expected. And the guidance for, Q2 is not going to be particularly great. So you have to start asking yourself is that if we don't get any clarity sometime soon, this volatility is going to be here to stay. And, it's probably not doing anybody any favors when you think about the economy coming into the year. It was pretty decent.
I mean, saying that the tariffs are going to be softer, that's nice, but the uncertainty is still there. If you're a CEO, you still don't know how to plan. You don't really know what the tariff situation will be. And I mean, it might even be worse. Isn't it better to just know and then you can deal with what you know as opposed to being pushed around constantly?
Markets hate uncertainty more than they hate bad news. The scepter of bad news is well worse. So I agree with that. Although, I mean, there was not maximum fear, but a lot of fear. A lot of fear already in. So to have them come back a little bit is great. Interesting. We saw that data this morning, pretty hot in a different market where on a different day where we weren't talking about maybe the tariffs not being as bad. I think what that did to interest rates may have actually had the market go south, right? Because I think this sort of those hot numbers.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit. Okay, let's look at there's just a lot of stuff here. I'm going to call it stuff. This guy says something and then I'm going to show you a fact check. And then I want you to from your opinion, just come to the opinion of your own without listening to these people, and then just listen to what they're saying, because you'll see it's meaningless. Okay.
I would answer just through the lens of the markets. If you think that that the Trump put, which I thought was around 5,200 on the S&P, if the strike price is now 56, it gives markets a reason to say, I mean, and this is what markets do, whether it's the Fed, whether it's the administration saying there's a level in which we'll have so much pain, even though they're telling us to just endure a little pain. This is kind of what it felt like. And everyone is documenting or identifying the oversold conditions we had. We all know where RSIs got, even on the S&P as an index, kind of mid last week. We had a quad witch on Friday. I mean, it's set up for good news to take markets a lot higher, especially the biggest stocks in the world, which didn't necessarily go crazy other than if you look at what semis did. But it tradable bounce and whatnot. And I know we're going to have a great conversation with Mike Wilson in a second, but let's just be clear. The S&P has already rallied over 5% off of that intraday low. So do you think we're going to have a 10% move in the S&P? And if you do, half of it's done. And if you were selling on the day that actually it turned around, you're not feeling so great. So I don't know that the fundamentals have changed at all. That's why it'll be interesting to hear what some of the strategists have to say.
Right? Have to start asking if it's going to be here to stay.
If let me connect here. If you don't recall, they actually lied in that interview. They said that, well, the last time Trump had his Trump 1.0 with the tariffs, the stock market crashed in the whole year, right? So that is true, but it didn't crash because of Trump's tariffs. No, it crashed because the Federal Reserve was wanting to hike interest rates. If you don't believe me, you should have watched my video 2 days ago. B-Rad Cooley, you've seen it and you commented, right? The only reason why 2018 ended negative was because the Federal Reserve said we were going to be hiking more. I put it on the video. I'm not going to repeat it. Every video is different. It adds on. There's no repeating here. I'm not other people on YouTube. I give you new information. So what they're saying is that, okay, well, because, 2018 was low, this will be low. No. 2018 was low for about like a month. It dropped and then it recovered. And then in October, Federal Chairman Jerome Powell said he was going to hike. It dipped and then it went, and he said, never mind. And it went back up. Now ask yourself, what was the federal funds rate in 2018 and what is the federal funds rate now? The federal funds rate now is a lot higher, which means that Powell is going to be a little bit more dovish than hawkish. He's not going to increase interest rates. Are you insane? He's not going to do that coming off of a rate hike cycle. We're at a rate cutting cycle. So this is just CNBC kind of peddling their way to the hedge funds and trying to mislead retail investors to sell. And you can see from the smart money, dumb money, I've showed you what smart money is doing, and I've showed you what dumb money is doing. I've even showed you what Robinhood users are doing, and they're selling when the market goes down. Okay, right? So now we go down. Okay, and now I need you to listen to these people, right? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what people say here. I was looking at for some comments. Let's see. Hold on. Here it is. Don't listen to them if you want to make money from the stock market. Pretty much this guy said, don't listen to them if you want to make money. DCA all the time. Exactly. Right? Guy and Dan are complete morons. They have lost so much money over the past 15 years. This isn't complicated. Stocks went down due to tariff fears. Stocks will go back up when the fears subside. Done. Okay? There's also a little bit more to that, right? The point is this is the garbage of free media. If you want free stuff, then you'll get the results that you paid for, right? Okay. No, there's no affiliation. No affiliation. Al, do you only No. So I actually have more than that. Palantir, HIMS, and also we have our portfolio hedging modeling system, which has about 10 to 15 stocks. We have more than that, but those are locked away. So what I did is I strategically picked this one stock to show you how you can look at a stock that is undervalued and utilize Benjamin Graham's ideology to a point where even the CFO came in and said, from a Benjamin Graham perspective, we are undervalued. I mean, right? So The goal was then to showcase this software that we created and to show you that, yes, there is a way out and there is a way to essentially make money in the stock market by showing you how to calculate intrinsic value. We've done it with Palantir. You saw it with HIMS. We've done it with a bunch of stocks. I mean, the list goes on. You can watch over the 700 videos. But for me to go out here and show you all the stocks that we're talking about inside our terminal, I think first that's a disservice for all the hard work that people put in our terminal. But at least this shows you that there is a way out. And for people that we can reach, that we can teach, I think that should be more than enough, for them. In terms of typing this company in the terminal, I've already typed in 5-6 stocks. I think that's more than enough. I hope that you got the pattern. If not, then this may not be the right community for you. Okay. All right. So, they're trying to confuse retail. The market wants seller. Yeah. Well, duh. Exactly. Right. So, someone told me, Al, you give an example of, of people that have 200,000 shares. And can you bring it a little lower? I mean, you can divide out the math, but I'll just do it a little lower. Pretend you have 10,000 shares, right? And this stock now goes to let's say $30, right? You have $300,000. Okay. On average, with 300,000, if you do the wheel strategy, you'll be able to make about $9,900 a month. So let's call it anywhere between $6,000 to $10,000 per month on $300,000 using the wheel strategy. So I always do 200,000 shares. So we could do 10,000 shares, which is, when the stock goes to 30, it'll be 300,000, and then it'll be 9,900, and then you'll get 6,000 to 10,000. So I'm sorry, TXRF. It's just, if I do one, then other people are going to ask. And the thing is, that's not why I'm making these videos, right? I'm making these videos to showcase that there is a strategy to look at these companies and there is a way to do it. I've given examples such as Enphase, AMD, Tesla, Palantir, and now Clover. That's 5 examples, right? And this data is expensive. I mean, heck, you have access to your own large language model that synthesizes data almost like the Clover Assistant, right? And it gives you what you need, right? So, I had this one guy on Twitter, it's freaking crazy. I had this one guy on Twitter saying, why is the stock doing X, Y, and Z? I said, well, I talked about it in my video. He said, you want me to watch your video for views so you can make money? And I'm like, I'm looking at this person. I'm like, do you not understand the amount of money we're pulling with the covered calls and cash secured puts? I mean, in the amount of money we're making on these videos, I think it's $4 to $5. It's pretty insane, right? But at the end of the day, those are the type of people we don't want on our platform, right? We want people that have growth mindset. We want people that are hungry to learn, that are more givers than they are takers. That's the type of people that we want, right? So that's kind of where we're at right now, right? I'm not doing this product to get rich. If you guys know who I am and you guys know what I've done, you guys will already put the pieces together, right? Okay, so 350 puts, starting to see some life. Been waiting for that. Sell some once premium gets better. People are starting to freak out. Exactly, right? Al, for new viewers, do people have to have investing experience to be able to make significant returns? Then conversely, can investing professionally use your platform? Yes. So we've had both, right? we've had people that come in with literally zero knowledge of the stock market. You could talk to people. I mean, I'm sure people hopefully will, right? People will hopefully come, and comment. But we've had many times. We have testimonial videos. A lot of these people that came in the market really didn't understand the stock market, and they go ahead and use all these videos that we have, entered in beta access, and they start pretty much doing what the hedge funds do and start calculating intrinsic values. Like it's like they're making, a peanut butter and egg and jelly, peanut butter and egg and jelly sandwich. Who the hell is that, right? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? I've never seen an egg one, right? What kind of freaking food are we eating here, right? But we also have professionals that have come in. In fact, I do have an institutional license that we sell as of now. So it was $25,000. That's going to be increased to $35,000. We have 2 institutions that purchased. This is for lifetime access that they can be used for their institution. So we have 2 professionals that, and when I talk professionals, these are hedge funds that are trying to sell. These are hedge funds that are trying to remove themselves from the Bloomberg terminal, and they're purchased this, and they've given me some feedback on things to add that we're going to be listening to, and so yes, so people that are both professionals and or newbies can come in, and I'll pretty much take you from zero to hero. That's pretty much what it comes down to, right? Did you see the article that was posted 6 days ago? MSN about Clover? It was positive. However, the author mentioned luck in the second paragraph. Screw his luck, right? I didn't read it, right? Understood, brother. And yeah, data isn't luck. Oh yeah, and yeah, it isn't luck. It's data, right? And then I saw your post. Yeah, that post, man. It's like, am I? Come on, bro. Like what? I mean, like, oh, your view is gonna give me maybe 3 pennies, right? Do you think the 3 pennies is going to be? You think the knowledge that I'm sharing is worth more than 3 pennies? I mean, come on, right? The reason why, so I actually wanted to remove monetization, but if I remove it, then YouTube will not want to advocate for the channel to be pushed. So the problem is if I put monetization on, then YouTube makes money off of the video. I think they take like 60 or 40%. So if YouTube is making money, then they're going to push the video. But if I remove monetization, then the video is not going to get pushed. Why push a video that's not right? The only time that I've seen people that have monetization off is, for example, the All In podcast. These people are already in the media. Pushing their stuff actually makes money, right? So I'm a nobody, right? So I don't I'm not like them. So I have to kind of play these games and put the monetization on. So then YouTube is incentivized to push my videos. So that's kind of the reason why. But I donate a lot, so I probably donate more than what YouTube even gives me. As you guys know what I do with a nonprofit, I have my own 501c3. But yeah, so ultimately that's kind of what it is. And I get it, 10,000 shares, you got about, $6,000 to $10,000, but it's going to be crazy because some people on our platform are going to make anywhere between 200 to 600 to even $1 million a month. You know what I mean? Let's say let's call it $400,000, $300,000 a month, right? If Al's a nobody, I ain't a master. No, I mean, you get what I mean, right? I mean, I don't want to belittle myself, right? But I'm just saying, if you compare me to Chamath, I'm I'm just you know what I mean? But the fact that if I can help one person break out of poverty, in which I have, right, which is freaking amazing, which is why I'm in this for the long run. I love that feeling to be able to see someone and say, holy shit, are you telling me I can quit my job? I'm like, yeah, you can. You can quit your job if you want. I hope your job is helping people, then you don't want to quit, right? Al, I always like to highlight that estimate don't include. Yes, What I'm telling you guys now for the stock price, this is not including SAS. Okay, this does not include SAS. So it can only get better than this, right? And there it is, Master, right? Al helped me become a millionaire. And that's why I'm in this. I was in Miami the other day, and I was talking to my group, and I said, you know what, guys, having you here and me seeing that I'm sharing this wealth doesn't make me feel bad because I feel guilty. I don't know why I feel guilty. I feel guilty when I spend money. Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to speak to a therapist, but I'm going to open up a little bit. I'm in this nice room, seeing the beautiful beach. This is my office. Let me show you my office. Let me show you my office. This is my office here. I'll stock trades. It's my office, right? I'm I don't know. I want to call it depressed. I just get guilt. I just feel sad. I get guilty. I look and I'm just like, because when I was homeless, I saw all those people. I made a lot of homeless friends. There's a guy named Tommy. He used to work at IBM, and he got fired because IBM, stock, right. He got this was a long time ago. I was in high school. There was a guy named Tommy, and very smart guy. He had his computer, and he was in the library. And me and him both were homeless. And he got so excited. He saved up money. He got a van off of eBay for like $500-600. The van still works. And the cool part is he was going to live in the van, right? But he's such a smart man. He taught me so much. He taught me about MIT open course. He taught me everything. I mean, Al Stock Trades wouldn't be created without him, to be honest. So there's a guy named this guy, and this beautiful guy, and I just think about just all the folks that I talked to and spoke to, and here I am now enjoying this life, and I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, is this a dream? Like, I'm looking at these waters. I'm looking at the service. I mean, I even got to a point where, how those people that were pushing the, how you sleep on the thing on the beach, whatever it's called. You lay down on it. They're working hard. They set it up for me, and then these people just leave it. I went ahead and took it, and my significant others, I took it and I put it back where it belonged. Yeah, it took me like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but I'm seeing all these people that don't have money break their backs for minimum wage, and I'm just like, man, this is tough. I mean, I don't forget where I came from, right? But I think me creating this platform, I don't feel guilty. I try to fight that feeling of feeling guilty to because I mean, it's not fair. I mean, it's not fair. Just because I stumbled upon, let's say, Benjamin Graham books and all these things, and maybe because I have a high IQ that I'm able to enjoy life more than other people. I'm no special than other people. I'm not having this is what I don't this is what I don't get. This is what I don't get. Having extra money does not make you a better person. Like, if you think money makes you a better person, then you're attaching your whatever you perceive yourself as to money that's printed and that's fake, that's backed by America's mighty military. But you're attaching your wealth to that. maybe I'm not able to get this. Maybe some people are watching, they understand, some people don't. I mean, it's the way it is, but we are all the same. We all grow in the ground the same. We all took our first breath the same way. We all see the blue skies, grass, and everything the same way. And we're all going to die the same. We're all going to die. Right. And, that, we chase money and everything. And I get it. This channel is all about, stocks and money, but really what I'm trying to help you break out of this cycle to where you're able to find your passions. Because let's face it, there's people out there that are working 9 hours to 12 hours a day just so they could live. And I cannot live with myself knowing that I'm living this wonderful life, keeping this information silent. And that people do that. People do that. It's called resource scarcity or something, where you're afraid of someone else's success because their success means that you'll have less success. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, what the frick? That's crazy. Right? People are afraid to help someone else because if that someone else becomes more successful than them, it means that they, so maybe insecurity, I don't know what it is, but that's not what this channel is all about. That's not what this platform is all about. And the people that we have attracted that have joined our platform, we've attracted like-minded people. They're out there. That's why if you smash the like button and share the video, hopefully we can find them. Right. And it'll be fun. I mean, imagine the coming years, we can all come together and have a drink. And for people that don't drink, we can just have some s'mores or something. I don't know. Just we can enjoy life. Because what makes life meaningful is the people that are in it. You guys are all unique. Everything here is this mic is going to last longer than this mic is going to be here after us. But what's not is you. So that's why I made this, right? That's why I created this platform. I just got tired. I got tired of the rat race. I got tired of looking at other people struggle. And I want to look at myself in the mirror and be happy and say, you know what, dude, you've done the best you could. You've helped as many people as you can physically can. I mean, I don't know what to do. I go on the rooftop and just start screaming about stocks. I'm here online. I've given a lot of hours. You've seen how many videos I've made. I've given it my all. And once this stock gets to intrinsic value, I think that'll solidify it. Even though we've talked about AMD, we talked about Palantir, Tesla, Enphase, and now Clover. Hopefully that's enough. And I think that'll solidify it. But yeah, that's it. I mean, that's really kind of what's in my head, right? Let me read the comments real quick. Appreciate you, Master. I'm rich and I live in a hut in Timbuktu. That can be a t-shirt too. When you become wealthy with a healthy remembrance about where you came from, feelings of guilt are real. It doesn't seem fair. It's true. It's not fair. This world is not fair. The fact that I know, a cop out would say, well, I was able to figure out they can too. And that's baloney, man. It's who you know. The fact that I ran into Tommy when I was homeless, he was a freaking engineer. I learned a lot from him. You know what I mean? And the fact that I ran into this Indian accountant professor at Eller who said, I know how to predict stock prices. I'm like, how? He's like intrinsic value. I'm like, what's that? Right? What's that? And then I just went into it. It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair. Versus someone who's a worker construction, freaking working with cement, carrying heavy cement. I mean, come on, give me a break. The world's not fair, right? The data's equity show us an image of equality versus equity, exactly. And I'm trying to go with equity. Concepts like tax the rich doesn't work. Like it's not going to happen. So we got to learn what they do, right? If we can't beat them, you join them. It's all fair. Your pain was the catalyst to make ACT. Pain is beautiful coming from someone who started in a garage without a shower or toilet that led me to you. It's all a beautiful circle. It really is. No, it is. There is beauty to it. That's what I'm saying. Like me creating this platform, it's been one of the honors of my life, right? I mean, really being able to have you guys. I don't feel alone, right? That's big for me, right? Appreciate your 3D machines. Real freedom is when you can go to a restaurant and not worry about anything cost. Everything else is just BS. Exactly. And I'm so happy I have that. I don't have to worry about how much things cost anymore. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's crazy. It really is. Love your platform. Thanks, Al. I appreciate you, Rick. Al's legit. The group is legit. And so is the service. Just don't spam music videos. Yeah, there's been a lot of music videos lately. I've seen that. Yeah. Well, guys, as always, it's always a privilege to be able to give back to you guys and also learn a lot from you, right? So love you all, and I'll see you on the other side, and yeah, when the menu has no prices, when it says market value, market price, I'm like, oh shit, oh boy. When it says ask, I'm like, oh God, oh, right. One time I screwed up. I didn't know truffles cost money. So they were like giving me truffle and they were scraping the truffle. And I was like, keep going. I thought it was like Olive Garden, the Parmesan cheese. I'm like, keep going. And the waiter was looking at me. I was on a burger. The waiter was looking at me and my girl was looking at me. Everyone's looking at me. I'm just like, I want, because you want a lot of truffle. If you, well, I don't know. It was my first time having truffle, and I was like, if you want, like what he just put on a little bit. It was like a little bit. I was like, I can't taste that. So I was like, keep going. I'm like, sir, more, please, more, yeah, more. And then he looked at me. He was like, wow. He's like, you're a baller. And I was like, yeah, I guess. I mean, okay. And then my girl looked at me and she's like, are you she cursed. She said the whole word. Are you effing crazy? I'm like, why? I'm like, does this have cholesterol or something? Is it a lot of cheese? Like, is it like cheese or something? She's like, this burger now is going to cost $450. And I was like, what? She's like, that's black truffle. And I'm like, so anywho, we Googled it and I looked at it and I was like, I was about to pass out. I was literally about to pass out. But the thing is, the guy didn't measure it. And because he didn't measure it, they didn't end up charging me. And they all said, because you took so much, we didn't know how to accurately measure you. So they didn't charge me, which I was like, oh my God, I got lucky. And then they put me on a VIP list So the burger ended up costing like $30, which is like freaking awesome. They put me on a VIP list because they wanted me to come back. They want me to come back. They're sure they're gonna measure it this time. I have not returned. I'm planning on it, but I have not returned. Yeah. So that was that's very funny. You know, that's very funny. But anywho, guys, you know, I love you all. We're in this together, and that's it, right? So let's see here. Let's go out. Yeah, that was really funny. When we go out to eat at a restaurant, we order ice water. One day we will all order mimosas. Man, we're gonna order Cristal, baby. That's what we're gonna order, Cristal. All right, so let's go out. No need to explain true friends, but true friends know who you really are. You're making a difference, and remember, only God knows how much of a good reputation you need for your salvation. Exactly, right? And I feel like, you know, I've done the best I could, and I've every day I try my best to being a good human being, and yeah, that's, you know what I mean. So that's it, guys. Love you all. Keep going, keep fighting. Don't ever stop believing in yourself, and understand that you can have what I have. You can have it, because I started from nothing. You can have it. Okay. God bless you all. See you on the next one.